Hey there, people. It's Doobie Cook coming at you. I'm out in the forest as usual, and it's beautiful, beautiful day. A little kind of like overcast and damp, but it's fall, and I love it. Smells like mushrooms in the forest right now because the mushrooms in the Czech Republic are like it's crazy. It's like everywhere you walk, you see these like Amanita muscaria all over the place, and all these like boletes and all sorts of beautiful, beautiful mushrooms everywhere. Um, there's even I found some lion's mane last year. It's just if you like mushrooms, like I like mushrooms, never ever 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 pick mushrooms that you don't unless you can identify them with an expert. By the way, because a lot of mushrooms look alike, and you could die very easily from mushrooms. It's not a joke. It's a real serious thing unless you have. It's like one of these learned knowledges. You have to go out with people that know. But I love going out and picking mushrooms in the fall. We dehydrate them and cook them. Christina's like, she grew up in the forest and she grew up knowing about all these things. So we have that, and also I've been growing mushrooms for years at my in my home in America. So it's pretty cool. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's one of my favorite things to do in the fall and the spring. But yeah, it's just nice out here. And anyway, what's going on in the world besides my baby? My baby's taken over my life. As you can imagine, I'm super psyched. It's been awesome. It's been tiring. I'm beat to hell, but it's nice. It's just real nice. It's a wonderful experience so far. Very challenging, I have to say, but I'm getting better at being patient. Because no sleep. You gotta go out into the real world and do stuff, and you get a little cranky. Anyway, yeah. So in the cryptosphere, it looks like Bitcoin was dumping hard today. I looked at the charts, and all because of this China news about a bonds company, billion-dollar real estate bonds company that's going bankrupt, and it's affecting all the world's markets. Is it the beginning of the end? Is it the beginning of the Great Reset? I don't know. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know. My gut feeling says absolutely not. I mean, I think that this is going to be forgotten about, like so many things have been forgotten about that's gone on with the China manipulating the markets over this past year. I mean, even in quarter two, there was a very similar story about a big company. It's real weird. People have a very short memory when it comes to politics or news stories. I mean, where did the Alibaba guy go? Where did that guy go? He's been gone for. He just disappeared. The CEO of Alibaba. And then it's like the Hong Kong protests. Remember the Hong Kong protests? Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Hong Kong protests. Where did those protesters go? I forgot about that too. It's like these things happen so quick. The news cycle is so fast, and it's like you just can't keep up. And there's so many there's so many horrible things that they can keep the fear porn running that it's hard to, if you are caught up in it, it's ugly. It's not a good thing. I suggest just as always, like I always say, take some time, take 5 minutes out of your day, try to get back to the present. Try to get back to the present. Take breathing and try to calm down that thinking, because when you are holding this in your heart, when you're holding this fear, uncertainty, and doubt in your chest, a lot of times you feel it in your heart. It's very very hard to make good decisions, because we just, as animals, we just start to, fear makes us go into a fight or flight mode, and that doesn't help with trading. That doesn't help at all. It's like that is when you should just walk away, walk as far away from your computer and your ledger, or your Trezor, or whatever you use. Just get away from blockchain for a minute. Read a book, even if it's about blockchain. That's what I do. I really love the technology. I love reading. It's an endless thing for me, because I'm not, no, I'm no genius. So for me to really understand blockchain and Bitcoin and this whole, it's like it's never-ending journey. I love it. It's fascinating to me. It's fascinating to see what can happen and what probably will happen in the near, in the next 20 years. It's going to be very interesting to see. But what else is going on? I think I saw a thing today that they're starting to get ready for the Polkadot auctions. Is that right? I believe I got an email from Akala. I don't know if that was for. Yeah, I think they're starting to get ready. So you got to make sure that your Polkadot's unstaked at a certain point because it takes I don't know how many days to unstake. I'll probably be participating in the auctions for Akala and Moonbeam. I think I really missed out because I had a friend tell me, you got to get because I had used up all my Kusama on Bifrost Finance, and I missed the Moon River one, which God that was quite a one to miss. I really missed it. I just too bad. But like one of these things that I know a lot of people do is you start comparing your trades to other people's trades. And that is super, super, super unhealthy also. I have a lot of people that like to bring up, I talk to a lot of people every day about crypto. And I have a lot of people that know for sure that I didn't do Moon River or didn't get into certain projects when they did. And they like to kind of, it's like elementary school. They're like, I got a fancy jacket, I got an expensive pair of pants. But it's like whatever. I grew up with those kids. I've it's teasing in a silly way. It's a psychological game. I guess we're all competitive, right? But you can't be. You have no. It's not. It's a very silly thing to do if you let it get to you, right? It happens in regular finance too. I know a little bit about that, and it's like you get there's a certain amount of. I don't know what you call it. Like it's almost like a boys' prep school thing where it's just like people like to just rub their stuff on you to try to see if it can get through, can kind of puncture your. I don't know why they do that. I try not to do that to people, but it is a common thing. I think a lot of people do it. You just gotta kind of, I don't know, meditate, rise above it, focus on you. Focus on what you can do. There's only so much you can do. Like I can, I wish I bought Bitcoin 10 years ago. I really do. I had sat at a table on the, in one of the movies or TV shows that I was working on more than 10 years ago. No, it can't be more than 10 years ago. I don't know. It was 2013, so whatever. That's not 10 years ago. It was a while ago. 2013, I was sitting at a table and this guy was like, dude, you gotta buy Bitcoin. And I was like, no one's gonna buy Bitcoin. That's a bunch of baloney, man. The banks are gonna let that happen. I was like, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, they're not gonna let these kind of things happen. They're not gonna let a currency go like that. It's not gonna happen. That's silly. Yeah, but again, it's like, you can't. The road only moves forward, right? It's like a river, and it just keeps coming at you. And there's always going to be change. There's always going to be obstacles. Always. It's just one of those things. Just get used to it. Just expect change. Expect obstacles. It's just never going to stop. No matter how much money you have, no matter what place you're in, you're just going to keep getting them. And you can't let them bump you off your course. You have to try to stay. The more calm you are in your heart, the more calm you are, the more centered you are in your own self. You start to build up a level of protection, a kind of like a thicker skin or something, and it really helps because otherwise you're going to get driven down by people. Especially, it can be nasty out there. But, I think a lot of people do it just out of fun. Or boredom. It's just boredom. You're sitting around your computer all day. Hey, what's this guy doing? Blah, blah, blah. Hey, remember how I bought that other thing that you didn't buy? Okay, yeah, there it is again. He said it again. You just have to, ain't no thing but a chicken wing. You just gotta, I coulda, shoulda, woulda, Or if you focus on the future and what your goal is, whatever your goal is, just focus on the future and don't force it. you can't force it to come to you, but just have the future in mind and allow that thing to come to you, and try to, I'm all about vibration. Try to resonate on a higher vibration, and inevitably you'll get out of your own way, because that's what it is. You just gotta get out of your own way. Your brightest future, your best possibilities are always there waiting for you. It's usually you that's stopping them, or some part of something you're doing mentally or physically or spiritually or whatever you want to call it. It's when you switch over, then man, everything just, it's like life is beautiful. It really is. Life is a miracle. Life is a miracle, really. Anyway, always remember to keep the main thing, people, and have a great day.